Hello, everyone. Hello. The stream yard is back. And today, I'm going to do chill and relaxing live stream. But we can have a chat. Even also, if you want to join the. Uh, hello, Isaac. Hold on, let me change the picture. My profile picture. Alright, we're back. So, yeah. I can't believe this. I still haven't come up with this yet. Hold on, I needed to. Oh my god, why this headphone is so annoying? Ugh. Seriously, you keep thinking about this. It's not even working. Anything that needed is still having to get a lot of self. Try to get over yourself, Savannah. Mm, mm. I mean, Savannah. I'm sorry, I just said the wrong. Oh, that was the wrong one. Ah, I can't believe this. Hold on, let me fix that profile for her. Let's see. I don't think it's a good idea. Um. Oh, hey, hey, Snowstorm. Hello. Oh, I forgot. I think I should, you know. So, me, I think mainly just working, but I could still stream, but I have to see what schedule it's gonna be. Maybe it's just something to do with my profile. Ah, yeah, I guess getting that's it now. Mm, What is wrong with that profile? Okay, there we go. Okay, Snowstorm Cat. Do you have a stream yard you can join it if you want to. What? Oh wait. Uh uh uh.
Hello, Sella. Hello, Selvena.
Hello. Hello there.
How how's it going?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
I think my live stream is back, but yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I can't wait to tell everyone that my stream storage is back.
Uh, okay, all right. Wow, I wonder.
Ugh, I just need to get this over with. I felt like I just needed to quit coming. Oh, and Isaac, I just gotta show you something.
Okay. Ooh, wow, very nice, amazing, fabulous, fantastic, awesome, marvelous, and magnificent picture drawing.
Thanks, I just drew Melody and Karami from Hello Kitty.
Oh, nice. Well, you're welcome.
When I watched Hello Kitty when I was younger, I loved it a lot. When
Oh,
I was older, I started to feel like I needed to draw this for today.
oh, I see.
Man, I hate being toxic right now. It, it's getting on my nerves right now, and I
Oh,
need to get this over with.
Cursa's in the live chat.
Oh, hi, Kursa.
I hope everything.
Hold on, be right back.
Yeah, I guess so. Hello, Sylvana, whistled Thomas.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Thomas, the tank engine here. Tom, the
Hello, Thomas.
another engine who showed up, who has a number two. Oh, okay, let me find it. Okay, here it is. Hello, you must be Sylvana, said Edward.
Hey, Edward. I just drew Savannah from Friday Night Funkin'. I just gave her some ideas, but I just changed the name, so yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I just drew a Friday Night Funkin' character. It's given me some more ideas that I need to draw.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah. Hello. said an engine. I'm Henry.
Uh, who's that?
And the engine blew a whistle. Hello, Sylvana, said Henry.
Oh, hey, Henry. Oh, hey, Chris. I just said, oh, for God's sake. Hello, Thomas.
Yeah, hi, Thomas. Yeah. Hello, Cursa.
Man.
John I'm finding another engine's whistle. Okay. Feels nothing. Hello, Sylvana, said Gordon.
Oh, Gordon. Hello.
Then another engine. Hello, Sylvana. Here's James.
James. I never heard about your name before. Nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you, too. How do I look with my shiny bright red coat of paintwork?
It's really nice.
Thanks. And Cursa said, Edward is my PC2. No, PS2. And Henry, my
Edward is my
PS3.
PS2, and Harry is my PS3. That's nice, Cursa.
Yeah, indeed. Then another engine. Hello, Sylvana. I'm Percy.
Hi, Percy. I never heard of you before. You look so cute with that green engine.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh, no.
Then, hello, Sylvana, said Toby.
Hello. What's your name?
Toby.
Ooh, Toby. Nice name, cutie.
Thanks. And how does my bell sound?
It's so beautiful, she said.
Toby blushed bright red. Thanks. And Toby's hit era bell sound is on this. I have heard of from transition and the learning segment, and even the episodes and movies. But the CGI series was not heard of his bell. Only his CGI bell sound like this.
I see.
Yeah, but not his. Yeah, just only season 13 to 24. Okay. All right. Next, the last engine. Okay. All right. Here goes nothing. Watch this of all time ago. Oh yeah, this wasn't easy anymore. Oh, CGI.
Oh,
Okay.
snowstorm is here.
Hello,
Hello,
Snowstorm.
snowstorm.
Hello, everybody.
How's
How's
it
it,
going?
how's it going?
Doing good.
That's good.
Welcome
Yep.
to my live stream, Snowstorm. I'm so
Yeah.
glad to be here. I'm so glad that you want to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Suddenly.
it's not like I have a choice or anything.
Yeah.
This
Hello,
is Sylvia.
Sylvana, said Emily.
Hi there, Emily. This is Sylvia now leaving a message.
What are you saying or asking to Emily?
I was like, this is Sylvia now leaving a message. Beep. That was the message.
Oh,
And that was the call.
I see.
Yeah.
Then they heard a horn whistle, but not as steamy, a different kind. Let me just find it. Okay, here goes. Hi, said the voice. It was a tugboat who was wearing his red cap hat. Wearing a red cap hat. His name, yeah. I'm Theodore. Theodore Tugboat.
Hi, Theodore. You're so cute, she said.
Theodore blushed, bright red. Thanks. Thanks.
No problem, my dear. She winked at him.
Then his best. Okay. Then Carissa. Yeah. Then And they heard another her whistle. Oh, who is a tugboat? Oh, okay. Here it comes. Okay. Hi, said a little tugboat with a blue hat.
Hello, what's your name?
Hank. I'm Hank, Theodore's best friend.
Ah, that's so sweet, she said.
Thanks, said Hank. All right. Now another. Here comes. Then another her tugboat who showed up. Hi, said a female tugboat with her blue green hat.
Oh, hi there, Cursa, said Rosalina. Hi, Cursa, said Pollyanna.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, said the tugboat with a green blue hat. Hat. So, okay. Well, let me check. All right, and there. I mean, this one about that long to go.
Hello, Cursa, said Carambola.
Okay, now let's. That is a lot of work to do. Stuck into the others. So grab your job. I mean, quick about it. Okay. That was all.
So, Snowstorm, what was your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color per se, but it's kind of difficult to decipher really. But I usually like both. But I usually like lavender because, it's kind of the brightest shade of color of purple. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Well,
I
then
mean,
they hurt. Okay, go on.
I mean, like, well, I usually like the flower lavender as well. Same with the rose, and yeah, that's kind of that.
I see. Okay. Anyways, then they heard another tugboat who showed up and blew a whistle horn. Hi, said a tugboat wearing the blue green hat.
Hi there, cutie. What's your name? She said.
Emily. I'm Emily, Theodore's dear girlfriend.
Ah, you're so romantic for Theodore, Emily, she said.
Yes, thanks, said Emily
No
as she
problem.
blushed bright red. Wait a minute, it's the same name as mine, said Emily, the number 12 Emerald Sterling Tender Engine.
Yeah, so the different cartoons.
Yeah, the same names of the cartoons and the characters in the different kinds of cartoon shows and even live action shows.
I see.
Yep. Okay. The next tugboat. Next tugboat. Okay. Finding the tugboat. Okay. Finding it. Aha! Founding it. Then another tugboat who showed up. Hi, said the tugboat with the dark red fighter hat.
Hi there. You must be new. What's your name?
Fodak. I'm Fodak.
Bodak, huh? That's a handsome name.
Fodak blushed, bright red. Thanks. And what's your name? Asked Fodak.
Savannah, from Friday Night Funkin'. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sylvana. And you have a nice and cute name and beautiful name, said Fodak.
Thanks, she
You're
said.
welcome. Then, last but not least, the last tugboat who showed up and honked a whistle horn. Hi, said the tugboat with wearing a purple cap hat.
Oh, hello there. What's your name?
I'm George.
George, nice name.
Thanks, said George as he blushed bright red.
Oh, hi there, Cursa, said Princess Peach. Hello, Isaac, said Princess Peach.
Hello, Princess Peach. How is it going?
I'm doing good, thanks, Princess
You're
Peach
welcome.
said.
Oh, all right. Okay, Cursa. I'm trying to get Timothy's whistle. Both Timothy is the silver tank engine, and Timothy the blue oil hull boiler engine. Okay, here goes. Hello, said Timothy, the silver tank engine, Thomas's brother.
Timothy, I love your name. It's so cute.
Thanks, said Timothy as he blushed bright red. Thanks for the compliment and of my name, said Timothy as he blushed bright red.
No problem, she said.
Then a blue oil boiler engine came. His Hello, I'm Timothy. Yeah, Timothy is from the China clay pit that he worked with Bill and Ben, the two saddled tank engine twin brothers, and Marion, the shovel engine, the female.
Yeah. Oh, sure, said Princess Peach. She replied to Cursa.
I see. Okay, now the whistle. Okay, all right. Now, all right. Princess Peach, how does Thomas's whistle sound? Okay, listen to Thomas's whistle. How does Thomas's whistle sound?
It sounds lovely.
Yeah, his whistle sounds kind of like a girl.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. How? Okay. All right. Let me check. Oh yeah. And how does Edward's whistle sound?
It sounds delightful.
Indeed, sounds like an important woman. Kind of. Well, he kind of looks like a mother that he's blue, just like Thomas. He's kind of like a mother to Thomas when I was young, which I was too young to understand and pay. Just noticing.
I see.
Yeah. All right. And how does Henry? Okay, how does Henry's whistle sound?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, sounds like a cute and adorable, precious little girl.
Aw, that's delightful.
Yeah, Henry is looking so cute, adorable, and handsome. Well, his UK dub in CGI version sounds like this. Hello, I'm Henry. Sounds cute and adorable, but in UK dub, he sounds like this. Hello, I'm Henry.
Oh, I love Henry. He's so adorable.
Yeah, he's a big tender engine. Okay, all right, Princess Peach and everyone, check it out. Look what I made. Hey, okay, watch it. How does Thomas look? Here is Thomas.
Wow, he's so cute, Peach said. Yeah, so adorable, said Sylvia.
Thanks, said Thomas. Thanks, guys, said Thomas.
You're welcome, said Princess Peach. No
Okay.
problem, said Sylvia. Okay.
And here's Edward.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, indeed, said Princess
Yeah,
Peach.
I observed that Edward's face kind of looked like an important woman.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I'm confused I'm wondering why the directors made those different gender faces to the model series and movies of those engines with her faces kind of different genders, a little bit supposed to be the better genders.
Hmm.
Because it's confusing me when I was young.
I see that difference.
Yeah. And look, here is Henry.
Wow, he's so delightful.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh, yes, you are cute, said Princess Peach, replying to Cursa.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta change my name in Discord and profile.
Okay.
You're not the only one who is confused, because I think in the classic seasons when that both Rheneas and Sir Handel's face palettes were swapped in each credits, because Sir Handel has Rheneas's face palette and Sir Handel has
And Sir Handel,
Rheneas's
yeah,
face.
and Rheneas has Sir Handel's face palette. Yeah, I know. In the season 4.
Yeah, it was really confusing to me,
Yeah, it's all
because
the
I guess
director's
it's
fault.
either.
It's all the director's fault.
Hmm, hmm, I mean, sometimes we can't. Sometimes we all learn from our mistakes and move on, I guess.
Yeah, I wish someone or somebody will have to make a picture of the better faces of Sir Handel having his smiley face and Rheneas having his better face when they have their name boards.
Hmm, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yep. Okay. How
Hmm,
does
I think
Rheneas's
in the.
whistle? Okay. How does Rheneas's whistle sound?
Hmm, hmm, that's really nice.
Yep. And how does Sir Handel's whistle sound?
It sounds like. I guess it sounds like it's either noble or likes to help in.
Yeah. And here, the sound. Listen.
Oh no! Looks like someone's caused confusion and delay.
Yeah. Inspector, can you see fish?
My, it is fish.
Thomas goes fishing.
Oh, I remember that episode. I thought
Yeah,
that
me
episode
too.
was very.
Engines don't go fishing. Okay, let
I'm
me.
sorry.
Okay,
It,
yep. Whose whistle is that?
mm, Mighty Mac or Peter Sam.
No, the CGI series and movies. Whose whistle is it?
Okay, I'm sorry. My memories of the narrow gauge engines are very foggy, so
Oh, well, I'll tell you. The engine who is the engine is a tender engine,
a
and
tender engine.
yeah, the
Fearless
standard gauge.
Freddy.
Yeah, yeah, not a narrow gauge engine. It's a standard gauge engine.
Oh,
And also, the engine is not a male, it's a female.
uh, Rosie.
No, the female is a tender engine.
Mm,
Oh, welcome
oh
back.
boy.
Okay, all right. And as I was saying in Snowstorm, I'll tell you her
All
number.
right, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. All right, as I was saying, Snowstorm, her name. Okay, I mean her number, is 12 on the side of her tender, and her name starts with an E. So, do you know who the engine is, Snowstorm?
Uh,
Her name starts
I
with her name starts with an E.
an E, an E.
I'll
Mm,
show you, Snowstorm. Do you know who that
sorry.
is?
Okay.
Snowstorm. You know what? This here is Emily, Snowstorm.
Oh, Emily. Oh, right. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Sorry.
I wish we could watch more episodes and movies of Thomas and Friends because it's my best favorite childhood ever. Since Thomas is number one in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah. Also, I think Emily is a Scottish engine like Donald and Douglas, because
Yeah, in
Donald and
UK dub.
Douglas were
In
one of
UK,
my favorite engines.
yeah, in UK dub, but I prefer the UK voice dub. Emily sound like this. Hello, I'm Emily. I don't like the Scottish UK voice of Emily.
I think in the classic seasons, my favorite lines in the classic seasons with the Spiteful Break Band when Donald was like, "Spike Dougie, will ya? Take that!" Ah,
Oh!
right, the van.
What? There's more coming. Since you misbehaved. I remember the season 2 episode, The Break Van. It's Donald and Douglas's first appearance. And my favorite season 2 episode is Percy's ghostly trick, aka Ghost Train.
Oh.
Yeah. Listen, okay. All right, Snowstorm. Listen to the Ghost Train theme. Here it goes. All right.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's the episode. That's the episode when Percy tries to scare Thomas after a scary story.
Well, yeah. What are you saying?
I remember that now. That was the episode when Thomas told Percy the scary story. So when Percy crashed into a limestone that
Actually, Percy told Thomas and Toby about his driver who saw the ghost train that night. It must have been Timothy, the ghost engine, number 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know.
And okay, Percy started to say, and every year on the day of the accident, it runs again. Okay, it runs again as a warning to others, plunging into the gap, shrieking like a lost soul. Percy, what are you talking about? Doy, the ghost train. Driver told me he saw it last night. Where? He didn't say. But I'll tell you one thing. It makes my wheels wobble just to think about it. You're just a silly little engine. I'm not scared. I agree with Thomas. Percy's just being silly and ridiculous. Because ghosts don't exist.
Hey, Braxton.
Hello, Braxton. Okay. Anyways, check out Henry's back tender, Princess Peach, and everybody.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, sometimes he has his special coal in his firebox, and he is in his new shape. After he had the flying kipper incident in his old shape. Okay, all right. Now check it out. Here is Gordon.
Oh,
Wow, that's very nice.
Yeah, indeed. And he's an express engine. And he always loves to pull the express coaches. And he's the senior member he's the senior member of the Fat Controllers Railway. And his catchphrase, hey, Braxton. Hey, Braxton.
Hey, Isaac, what's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
That's good. Well, I like Gordon's catchphrases. There were, out of my way, express coming through. And he said, oh, the indignity.
Yeah, one of his most famous catchphrases.
Yeah, I wonder what "oh, the indignity" means.
I think it means that I think it's either the UK term for being embarrassed or something or another like that.
Yeah, that's why Gordon hates having some of the some of the other jobs that he was going to take, especially slow goods train.
And the one time he tried to prove Salty wrong, which he actually did by ignoring slow signs.
Yeah, you mean the go slow sign in Gordon takes a tumble. I remember Percy didn't pronounce the word dignified. He said dingy fried. What does that mean? What do you think of Percy didn't pronounce the word dingy fried?
Because I think the word dingy
Hello,
is
Miss Kitty.
term of a boat.
Hey, bestie. Well, what are you saying, Snowstorm?
And sometimes I think dinghy is pretty much the term for boat.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, yeah, Percy did not pronounce the word in the railway inspector in the season 8 episode Spick and Span. He said, "What's the railway in spectacles?" What's and also he didn't pronounce the word newfangled nonsense in the season 10 episode Edward Strikes Out is what's newfangled nuisance. Well,
And Edward pointed out saying newfangled nonsense.
If someone is new but not useful, and that is not like Edward. That is not like
Yeah,
Edward.
I had to agree that Edward was really out of character in that episode.
Yeah.
He
How
was
about
supposed
James?
to be like
Yeah. How about James?
because I mean James can be a bit out of character sometimes, but he does have a bit of funny moments of him. But sometimes
Yeah.
karma usually comes to bite him in the funnel or the tender.
Yeah. Worst episode. I hate season 9 episodes, especially Thomas and the statue. It's what about James and the statue? And
I
even
haven't watched James. I haven't watched James the Statue because
no.
I haven't
I
caught up on.
meant Thomas. I meant Thomas and the statue. I hate the way because Thomas got overexcited. He didn't mean to show off. He just got overexcited about about what the statue might be. He thought he was going to be of him since he's number 1.
Well, I mean, I haven't caught up on watching Thomas and the Statue because, well, I haven't. I pretty much rarely watch the show anymore. So
Yeah,
since
it's worse. I don't
well,
like. Yeah. Well, first he bragged to Edward. Second, he bragged to Emily, and last but not least, he bragged to Percy. I hate them I hate seeing them looking cross at Thomas. Yes, Edward said that statue might not be you, and Emily said, "Who told you about the statue of you?" And and Percy started to say it out. Please stop talking about the statue. This made Thomas looking surprised. No one wants to hear about you anymore. No one wants to hear about it anymore. And no one wants to talk to you anymore. And neither do I. And he puffed crossly away, which made Thomas feeling silly and felt hurt. He felt like nobody wants to talk to him. That's why. What do you think of Percy yelling at Thomas?
I mean, I have no idea what to say about this. On the one hand, Percy kind of had every right to put the funnel down, but on the one hand, that Thomas is pretty much went too far with bragging. I don't know. It's just
It's
me.
not. He did not mean to brag. He's just got overexcited. He didn't mean to show off. His friends should have tell him to calm down.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You know what? That's it. I'm going to tell the directors to remake the season 9 episodes, not to make any more worse things like blameness and harshness anymore. That's why.
If I were to make
before Percy puffed crossly away, Thomas started to puff away, started to wish at Percy angrily. You know what, Percy? I don't want to be your best friend anymore. If you yelled at me, then fine. I'm leaving Sodor. Goodbye. And he whistled loudly and puffed away. I wonder what Percy would feel.
I would feel sad for Percy because No best
No,
friends would
I
ever
don't.
say that to
Yeah,
another.
well, yeah, but I think Thomas has got a point. I feel bad for Thomas and feel heartbroken.
Hmm, Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Oh
hate the
wait,
Great
I
Discovery.
think
I hate the yeah, I also hate the Great Discovery movie. Since
I mean like
everybody
yeah.
yeah, everybody got carried away spending too much time with Stanley and he just didn't they neglected poor Thomas, which made him jealous and upset.
Yeah, I have to agree that some of the people weren't some of the engines weren't paying attention to Thomas, but rather with Stanley. But I mean, Stanley's like new, so I mean,
Yeah.
but at least they're worried about him since Thomas went missing.
Yeah, I like the part when Thomas went to Morgan's mine chasing the truck.
Yeah,
And I like the piano sound when he was at the waterfall. Just like how and even the Calling All Engines movie, The Storm, Hurricane Storm.
yeah.
Yeah. And
uh,
I
mm,
also remember the Calling All Engines movie that when Thomas went inside Nafford's shed with Emily, he said, "I only wanted to teach those diesels to behave." And what do you think of Emily saying to Thomas, "Be quiet and go to sleep"?
I think the term that she would have to tell Thomas to be quiet is in a polite and calm manner. Like she would
Well,
say something like,
I don't
"I
think
appreciate your company, Thomas, but can you can you
no.
go to sleep,
That's not how
please?"
it goes. That's not how it goes. It's Emily will say, I wonder what she'll say instead of telling Thomas politely to be quiet and go to sleep. And well, I see. Well, it's yeah, I understand, Thomas, and it's okay. And it's rude of Emily saying to Thomas to be quiet and go to sleep, and that's mistreated. And Thomas saying to her, "Don't worry, we'll be back and we'll fix everything. I'm sure we'll be back in Tinmouth Sheds tomorrow." But then the snowstorm came. It was the biggest, strongest wind that the engines had ever heard and seen. In which the wind blew the tree down, and broke the roof, flattened fences, and even blew Gordon's tent away. Bother, bother, and the other
Poor
engines.
guy.
Yeah, poor Gordon. What do you
And
think of Gordon saying bother when his tent blew away?
because I think that would be embarrassing or just well, it was just unexpected.
Yeah, and I observe that Thomas and Gordon are like son and father figures or brother figures.
Yeah, and no, the part of the storm was that is that they that the wind was so hard that the suspension bridge just broke and fell. Like, jeez, I never saw a storm that is this big and strong before.
Yeah, and I can't believe that the wind even blew and break the suspension bridge, collapsing.
I mean, this
And
is kind of like
and
it's like
also
the biggest
yeah.
hurricane in history.
Yeah, and also I remember Diesel started just biffing the flatbed of paint cans and splattered all over Thomas. Green paint, yellow paint, and red paint. He looked very silly indeed. Diesel rolled away laughing. Stripey boiler. This made Thomas cross. "I'll show those diesels." And first he saw Ari. He gave him a first Thomas, and so the next time Thomas saw Ari, he gave him a biff when he was covered in gravel. And when Ari saw James, he gave him a bump. And James was covered in coal dust when he was shooting him when the coal dust when coal dust flew everywhere, and when James was under the coal chute, and he was very cross. And Gordon biffed Bert, and Diesel bumped and pushed Toby into the coal elevator. Her, her, which made him go upside down, feeling dizzy. He looking and his cheeks were green as he was feeling sick. And Emily biffed Diesel, which made him roll towards the shed and crashed. And then Henry saw the oil from the pipe and pipe and didn't know that Ari was coming behind him, still covered in gravel. And and Ari biffed Henry into the oil and got covered in it, which made Henry very cross. Henry pushed Diesel into the buffers and crashed into the ground and into the grass dust ground. The engines were in a terrible mess. Everyone needed a good washdown, and no work had been done. What do you think of the Stevens and Diesels fight each other?
On the one hand, I think it was kind of, well, pointless and uncalled for, because, I mean, I get this, both Thomas and the steam engines and the diesels hate each other, but the only diesels I can actually tolerate
I know.
that are not a part of this
It's
conflict
Mavis.
was Mavis
I know
and
it's
Diesel
Mavis.
10.
Mavis and Salty. They're friendly. The friendly diesel engines, and the friendly diesel engines were okay. Let me think. Oh, Paxton, Norman, Sydney, Den, Dart. Let me think. Oh yeah, Rusty. Rusty's an hour gauge diesel engine who is friendly. Okay, and also Philip.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but the unfriendly diesels were Diesel, Ari, Bert, and Diesel 10. I wonder how Diesel 10 survived from the viaduct in Calling All Engines movie when he was cleaning up with Pinchy.
My guess is that he wouldn't bother resolving the conflict because of the storm made him kind of, well, he was busy pretty much what the storm did to the island. So
yeah, that's
we
why
can pretty much say that we can pretty much say that we're glad that Diesel 10 didn't get involved in this conflict.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Kitty asked, "Can you find the Ninja Turtles episode where Splinter grounds the turtle?" Well, I found the season 1 episode 5. I think his name is Baxter Stockman, Miss Kitty. I remember. My favorite part. Okay. Watch this. Okay. And now the kid with a world record, he'll attempt to jump 3 mutant turtles. I can't believe he taught us into this. Booyakasha! What is going on in here? Sensei! Hey, how many times have I told you not to skateboard in the lair? None, Sensei. I shouldn't have to tell you. You're right, Sensei. We definitely should have known better, and we deserve to be punished. Some. And what do you think would be a fitting punishment? Well, we should clean up our mess. Splinter folds his arms, and then, folds, crossed his arms, and then think about what we did. Yeah. Well, that's cool. What about being grounded for a week? Well, I'm not sure of that. I'm cool. Isn't that necessary? Isn't that necessary? Maybe next time. You're grounded for a week. Then the skateboard heard
oh man,
weird things started to fall and crash. That's my favorite part of the beginning of, I think his name is Baxter Stockman, in the season 1 episode 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think his name is Baxter Stockman.
It is.
Yep, that's Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, Blackster Stockboy. It's Baxter Stockman.
Sorry,
It's kind of
it's
funny all
just
the time.
the chat.
Yeah. And what do you guys think of Donnie having a crush on April?
It's okay.
Yeah, I understand how
Mhm.
Donnie feels. Donnie doesn't know how to confess and say to April. I'll say, "Hey, Donnie, what's wrong?" Uh, Isaac, I don't know what to say. Hey, to confess April of how I feel when I have a crush on her. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't. Okay. It's okay. Don't worry, Donnie. I'll help. I know how you feel. Well, just be brave and tell April that and confess April that you have a crush on her and how about how you feel and about how you feel. Okay, all right. Hey, Isaac, thanks. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a try to go. You're welcome, Donnie. Anytime with no problem at all, and happy to help. Good luck. Thanks. You're welcome. Anytime with no problem. Anytime with no problem at all. Anytime with no problem at all. Okay, let me just find the album. Okay. Oops, wrong album on my phone. All right, there we go. Here goes nothing. Now finding the picture. Aha! Here's the picture. Okay. Hey, April. April. Hey, April. Yes? Okay, sorry. Hey, April. Yes? Oh, yes, Donnie? I have something to confess you. What? I have a crush on you because you're the most cute, pretty, stunning, gorgeous, and beautiful girl that I have ever seen. And I'm too nervous to say or ask ask you how I feel. Donnie braced himself, closing his eyes. You're gonna deny me, right? You're gonna deny me, right? You're gonna deny me, right? No. What? You understand my feelings that I have a crush on you? What? You understand my feelings that I have a crush on you? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let me find the picture. Where is it? Where is the picture? Aha! Okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. Phew. Thanks, April. You're welcome, Donnie. And no problem. Okay. Then April began. All right. Then okay. April began to kiss Donnie on his cheek. Well, let me find the sound. Oh man. Okay. April began to kiss Donnie on his cheek. Donnie blushed bright red. You're my cute, pretty, romantic, stunning, gorgeous, and beautiful kisser. Sir. So, what do you think of my own confession from Donnie to April?
It's good.
Yep. I remember my favorite part, turtle temper. Trust me, guys, I have break into that lab tonight. I have a really reliable intel. Intel? You mean April told you? You mean your girlfriend? She's not my girlfriend, Mikey. She's a girl whose dad's got kidnapped by the same aliens that we're gonna break into that lab, and we're gonna stop him. Oops. Sorry. Okay. She's not my girlfriend, Mikey. She's a girl whose dad's got kidnapped by the same aliens that we're gonna break into that lab, and we're gonna
Oh, you
stop
mean
him.
the friend?
And we're gonna stop him. Okay. And
Man.
yep. The man who's insulting Raph, which made him angry, called him and saying ham shanks and salad tongues.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah.
You know.
I also remember Raph loves Spike, his pet turtle.
Who's that from the
Yep, who can?
Yeah.
Yep, who cannot forget Spike?
Yeah. Because the reason why I like the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's because of the theme song, the background musics, and the end credits, and all those versions, and the characters looking so perfect.
Yeah, it looks a really massive improvement.
Yeah, Leo looks like Thomas. Donnie looks like Edward. Raph looks like James. Percy looks like Mikey. Splinter slash Hamato Yoshi looks like Victor, but he's just like kind of like Sir Topham Hatt slash the Fat Controller. April looks like Emily. And the Shredder slash Urokusaki looks like Diesel 10.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's why.
they
Their faces
really,
kind of look like the CGI Thomas and Friends characters.
yeah,
And
they
what do you think
they
of
do
Thomas
kind
sounding
of.
like a teenager in US dub Hero of the Rails movie?
What?
Hmm, it's been a while since I've seen Hero of the Rails, but I think that actually some thought it sounded good for Thomas in the movie because I thought the voice actor who voiced him actually did a good job.
Yeah. I like this voice actors of the CGI Thomas and Friends characters. I also remember the segment Mr. Perkins.
Hmm.
Mr. Perkins,
But I
the
just
Soto
a bit of
steam
a
engine driver. The steam engine driver. Go on.
yeah, and just a bit of a hilarious one. We're just glad that George the Steamroller isn't back, right?
Yeah, he's rude, but he's not rude in the Calling All Engines movie. I'm surprised. I was surprised at him. He didn't talk. He was just being silent, and he was a hard worker.
Yeah,
Yep.
because well, I
And
mean, if he did had
yep.
a speaking role in Calling All Engines, I'm sure he would like be tolerable, right?
Yeah, and I'm confused. What do you think of Diesel 10's high voice in the Misty Island Rescue End and Day of the Diesels, even the season 17 or 18 episode, The Missing Christmas Decoration?
I didn't bother watching the modern seasons because, well, it just doesn't fit my style. But I kind of, I still like the previous voice actor for Diesel in the CGI show. That was when, well, the U.S. narrator that wasn't part of,
Michael
well,
Brandon.
w- yep, that was when Michael Brandon was still the narrator at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
I
prefer
remember.
Michael Brandon
Michael.
voicing Diesel.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael Brandon. I know that he voiced Diesel. Mm. And I also observed that Michael Brandon sounds like a dad to Thomas, and the Tower Windmill looks like a dad had to Thomas to me when it was in the intro season 8 and the outro end credits season 8, and even from season 8 to 18 model and CGI. The Tower Windmill looks cool. Looks like a dad to Thomas to me, which I observed when I was young.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, I love the season. I love the theme song season 8 and the end credits. Sounds catchy. The man sound for Thomas.
Yeah. And well, speaking of the narrow gauge engines, what do you think of the characters that were out of character, which is either Duncan or Sir Handel? Because the only time Sir Handel was out of character when he was, well, being rude to the carriages,
Well, I don't like Sir
which was
Handel being
from,
rude. I like Sir Handel being just a nice one in season 9, 10, 11, 12, season 9,
well,
10, 11, 12,
I was refer,
11, the great 11,
mhm.
and 12, 12, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, and 22, and 22, okay, 23, and 24.
Hmm, yeah. Well,
And
I was just,
yeah,
well, referring to the time that when Sir Handel was out of character was in season 4 when he said, huh, those aren't coaches, those are cattle cars.
and I
Woo!
hate,
Cried the
yeah, and I
coaches.
hate, yeah, and I also remember in season 7 or in season 8 that I saw my friend Eli's picture of Gordon and James bullying Emily when she becomes bossy the first time.
Well, I think that was kind of out of character for them because I mean, Emily's like the
Yeah,
nicest engine.
yeah, Emily's so sweet. And I think my version
is that Emily will be Thomas's girlfriend because she's beautiful and Thomas is handsome. And I remember this. I remember the episode. I remember the episode Duck and the Slip Coaches. I saw that Emily didn't had a berth to be into the sheds because all the engines were. The berths are full. That's why she felt upset, and I feel bad and sorry for her. So I decided that I'll let Thomas go to her and comfort her. Go and comfort. That's why.
Yeah, that's.
I
Really
heard the
nice
man
of him.
saying Emily is a dear friend of Thomas from the Hero of the Rails movie. The game is called Who is Pulling Into the Station? The characters Thomas, Percy, James, Emily, Spencer, and Hero from Hero of the Rails movie, the game DVD.
Oh, I see.
Yep, indeed. And I can't believe Gordon called himself Big G. He said, "Pull yourself together, Big G." And Gordon gets the giggles. I wonder what Rainbow Dash would think.
Mm-hmm.
Although she has not been the tour.
What do you say, Braxton?
Well, in the concert did like month ago, like she did met Ben Tenson.
I see. I wonder. And also, let me think. Well, I hate the Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure movie because Gordon and Sir Topham Hatt / the Fat Controller made Thomas upset. First, well, Gordon called Thomas a silly little... Oh, hello.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Doing all right.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. And check it out. All right, Princess Peach and everybody. Here is James.
Nice.
Yep. How does he look?
Amazing.
Yep. What about you, Princess Peach? Okay. Well, I observe his face. Looks like a scarlet lady. Yeah, that's why he loves being shiny and clean, to be with his bright red coat of paintwork. And I remember my favorite season 1 episode, Thomas Saves the Day, aka Thomas in the Breakdown Train, my favorite narrator, Ringo Starr. And because of even the Adventure Begins movie, James is run away.
Oh. I remember watching The Adventure Begins. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, and I like Hero of the Rails movie. The intro opening sequence sounds great. It sounds like the season 8 theme.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wonder I wonder where and how do the troublesome trucks push James before his accident at the cow field? Do they push him out of the yard when he coupled up to them when he puffed away? Or do they push him down Gordon's hill? Or did he biff them? Or when he biffed? Or not?
Well, I think it was depending on how tall the hill is. I think that the troublesome trucks kind of pretty much had the opportunity to do that by biffing and buffing James off the track.
Well, yeah.
Kind of
James is original colored black. He's not black in the model version season 1. He is red. The reason why the directors didn't make James black, it's because they don't want to make his red coat of paint to be looking broken and bad and scratched badly. That's why.
That really does explain everything that why James was red when the show first began.
Yeah.
And my guess that they didn't give Thomas his paint color green because, like with James, they didn't want Thomas's blue paint to be mixed with green because it would not go well.
Yeah, I wish they could make another same locomotives as Thomas and James, but they will have the different colors, green and black.
Yeah.
And also, I like the
I'm really
runaway
glad they
theme
really.
I like the runaway theme in Thomas and Breakdown Train, Percy Runs Away, and Dirty Objects, the second version of the Runaway Season 1 theme.
I think, well, for some reason, I'm kind of really good at humming at the runaway theme. It was like.
Yeah.
That song, it just keeps popping up in my head sometimes.
Yeah, same here. And what do you think of Ghost Train theme in season 2 episode Ghost Train?
Yeah, it feels really. It's really well. It's really chilling.
Yeah, it's spooktastic. And well,
I think there was this one episode
I like
when
seeing Percy.
Percy was trying to.
Yeah, I like seeing Percy looking so white, covered in lime that he looked like a ghost. First, I like Percy looking like a ghost when he's covered in lime. Second, I like seeing Emily looking like a ghost when she was covered in huge white tarpaulin in the season 8 episode of my favorite,
Oh, I
Halloween.
remember that.
Yeah,
I
Halloween.
remember.
Halloween. And last but
I
not
remember
least,
that
my
episode.
favorite. Yeah, and my favorite and my last but not least favorite season 9 episode is Flower Power that I love. I like seeing Thomas covered in flour that he looked like a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
scared
personally
Diesel.
like. I like. Well, I still like the episode when Emily was covered in cloth that scared both Thomas and Arian Bird.
Yeah, you
But
mean three engines, Thomas, Steamy, and those 2 diesels, Ari and Bert. I like the music of the ghost chase theme. That sound like a nighttime sound and even spooktastic sound.
yeah, because I mean, well, I had to, and well, the punishment that both Ari and Bert received was really satisfying. Just to well, I think it kind of served them right for scaring Thomas and Emily. I think.
Yeah, and I observe Bert or Ari's face looks like a closed smirk, closing eyes when they biff the flatbed, scaring Thomas and Emily away.
Yeah. Oh, here's
Looks
a bit
like
of a
Wait.
fact.
looks
Did you
like
know?
they're closing their eyes, praying to scare Thomas and Emily. Looks like
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
what?
here's a bit of a fact. Did you know that the models for Ari and Bert were actually the models of Splatter and Dodge in the Magic Railroad?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I wish. Yeah, Splatter and Dodge didn't cause trouble. They're just being nice. They're just. But sometimes
Yeah, I
they're
guess
always
that's
teasing.
pretty much.
Yeah, I'll make it a long time ago. Yeah, I like the parts. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't want to join Diesel 10 to stop Lady, but they were kind
Yeah,
of had to do so,
Splodge,
which is
come
kind
and
of.
destroy. No, you want to do it yourself. You want AMAC. Exactly. You have 1 second. I have no idea.
What does
Good
that
point.
mean?
I have no idea.
It's like,
I have no I like
there's one
Splodge.
problem, boss.
Yeah, I can't
Mr.
hear
Conductor
Diesel
will-
10's. Yeah, I can't hear. Yeah, the directors didn't make Diesel 10's horns to be heard and Splatter's horn to be heard and Dodge's horn to be heard either. And even Henry's
Yeah.
whistle, and James's whistle. But Thomas,
yeah.
Gordon, and Percy's whistle is heard, and even Toby's bell is heard. That's why
Yeah,
I don't know
which
why
is-
they didn't add Edward in the Magic Railroad movie.
Because I mean, like with George, it's probably budget concerns. It's probably
Yeah,
either budget
maybe
concerns
Edward is
or
away.
they just,
Maybe Edward is
or
away.
or maybe they just couldn't find a voice actor to properly voice him.
Yeah, and I
Which is
can't
kind of my
believe that
second
they
guess.
made the live action and people in the Magic Railroad movie. Never seen them like that before.
Because well, my guess that the people didn't like the movie, thought that the idea of Magic Time and Thomas being canon to each universe is just well, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. Oh. Well,
Did
I know.
Alec Baldwin is in this movie?
Yep, that's Alec Baldwin, the guy who played
Yeah, Alec Baldwin.
Mr.
He's a
Conductor.
U.S. narrator, and he also played Mr. Conductor from the Magic Railroad.
Mm.
And I remember Shining Time Station. I like season 1 because of Ringo Starr as Mr. Conductor. He's a narrator telling Stacy, Matt, the girl, and the girl's grandpa about the tales of Thomas and friends, that they live on the island, etc. Season 1 and 2. Especially that I like seeing the episode is spooky was my favorite. Percy's Ghostly Trick, because it's a nighttime dark version film. My favorite. And also, when Thomas puffed away, the next morning, Percy told who about that Thomas didn't believe in the ghost. You know what? I'll tell you. It was he told his driver that Thomas didn't believe in that ghost story that he told him.
Yep, because that's the
Yeah.
case where when most people say that ghosts aren't real, but when someone pulls a prank thinking that ghosts are real, but it's just a case of, well, when someone goes too
His
far
driver,
with the story,
Percy's driver laughed. Yeah, sorry, driver. Looks like Thomas didn't believe in that ghost story you told me. Neither do I, Percy. It was just a pretend ghost on television. That made Percy disappointed. He was too busy all day with his stone trucks to be thinking about ghosts. After his job was done, he set off and he came back light engine from the harbor that evening. That night, Percy knew where he was even in the dark. He coasted along without efforts. Looks like we're at Crow's Farm Crossing. We shouldn't be long now. The rails humming cheerfully under his wheels, and signal lights changing to green at his approach. That's why. But unknown to him and his crew, who were his driver and fireman, Sam had forgotten that Sam, the local farmer, had forgotten that Mr. Crow wanted a load of lime to the 40-acre field. When he remembered, it was nearly dark. He drove in a hurry, bumped over the crossing, and sank his cart's front wheels in mud at the field gate. Terrence, the tractor, or Trevor, the traction engine, or the horse tried hard but couldn't move it. The cart's tail still fell on the railway. Sam, Terrence, or Trevor gave up. Sam unharnessed Terrence or Trevor or
okay, so,
the horse and rode back to the farm for help. Guys, I want to show you something.
I think
nice job.
I think Sylvano.
Nice
job.
Whoa, that's really good.
You're an amazing drawer.
10 out of 10. Nice.
Yeah. You're amazing at drawing.
Mind blown.
Yeah. Check it out. Here is Percy. Here's my Tommy Percy. Yep. How does he look?
Really good.
Yep. Well, they rode back to the farm for help, leaving the cart when it became broken. On the level crossing. There's still time, Sam told Terrence or Trevor. Sam told Terrence, Trevor, or himself. The next train isn't due for an hour. Terrence and Trevor agreed. Or probably. I hope. Yeah, there's some. Oh, I hope. But they reckoned without Percy. But they didn't know, and they reckoned without Percy. Who was on his way. What? And what happened to Percy when he saw the cart full of powdered lime? snowstorm?
Well, his his driver's off. Oh, Percy, you're white as a ghost.
Well, Percy's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. He crashed into a cart to smithereens, and lime flew everywhere. And look at him.
Whoa. Whoa, Percy, you're white as a ghost.
Not yet. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, bust my buffers. I'm coughing. Don't worry, Percy. Let's go to the signal box. Okay, driver. And Percy, he coughed all the way to the signal box where Toby was waiting. And check it out. Here is Toby.
Oh.
All right. How does he look? All right. How does he look?
Looks great.
Yep. And when Toby was waiting at the signal box, he saw Percy covered in lime, him coughing. And what will he say?
What is that? Is that a ghost? Wait,
No, Toby, it's me, Percy. I'm covered in I'm covered in lime. Oh.
Oh, I didn't know it was. I thought you were a ghost for a moment.
No. He'll say,
Sorry.
Whoa, what, Percy? Yeah, it's okay. Percy. Well, Percy, what happened to you? I got covered in lime, Toby. And the signal man came out of the signal box. Hello. Well, what have you done to Percy? He's white all over. And Percy's driver quickly explained to the signal man what had happened, and he began to laugh. I'll see to it. But you better clean Percy up, but you better clean the lime out of Percy up, or else people might think he's a goat. Might think he's a ghost. And what will Percy do? And what did Percy do?
I think he's going to scare Thomas.
Well, no, that gave Percy an idea. When it flew to his funnel.
That gave Percy an idea.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. The signal man gave me an idea. Let's pretend I am a ghost and we'll scare Thomas. That'll teach him to say for calling me a silly little engine. And I wonder who will say to Percy. Who will agree or say to Percy? I think, you know what? Maybe one of Percy's crew or one of Toby's crew or Toby.
I think that would be Percy's crew.
Yeah, maybe his driver or fireman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get his driver and fireman.
Yeah. Okay, Percy, said Percy's driver. We'll make sure. We'll do it. Okay, let's do it. But how? But hey, let's do it. Let's do a prank, said the fireman. And so Percy asked Toby, what are you gonna? So what are we gonna do? Okay, Toby, answered Percy. Here's what we're going to do. And that after Percy explained his plan, Toby and his crew agreed and promised to help him and his crew, and him and Percy's crew. So soon they went off to soon they went to Farquhar sheds to find Thomas and tell him the false news. That's why. And when Toby and his crew got there, what is Thomas doing?
He's Thomas was wondering where Percy is.
No, well, he was being oiled. Thomas was being oiled up for his evening train on his branch line.
Oh,
Yeah. And
sorry. Like I
oh,
said, my
Thomas. Oh, hello, Toby. What's the matter? Here. Percy. Yeah, Percy's had an accident. Poor engine. Botheration. That means I'll be late. Don't worry. They clear the line for you. But there's something worse. Out with it, Toby. I can't wait all evening, and I can't stay here all night like this. Well, I've just seen something. It looked like Percy's ghost. Percy's ghost. It said it was coming here to warn us. Huh. Who cares? Don't be frightened, Toby. I'll take care of you, and I'll protect you from that ghost. Even when it starts to work for a few minutes. Yeah, Thomas didn't have to wait long enough. Toby's crew told Thomas's driver and fireman their plan, and they agreed and promised to help. Thomas overheard them. What are you talking? What are you talking about? Nothing. They said together. Nothing. They said together. Outside. Yep. And what happened next?
Percy shows up behind the shed.
And what about his driver? What
Percy
about
and his driver shows up?
Yeah,
Driver
and
fireman.
they're whispering. Yeah, when Percy and his crew approached Farquhar sheds quietly at the back, and when Percy and his crew, quietly, he approached at the back of Farquhar sheds, they whispered, and Percy whispered, or one of his crew whispered, "Okay, what will Percy's driver or fireman whisper her to Percy when they're ready to prank on Thomas?"
They will say the ghost trains is his line. Like,
No,
as
no,
in,
no.
like,
It's not that. It's
sorry.
saying, okay, it's all right. Okay, Pussy. That's your cue, whispered Percy. Okay, Pussy, whispered his driver. That's your cue. Oh, okay, driver. Okay, driver. Whispered Percy. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Counted the fireman. Percy blew his whistle spookily. And what did Thomas do?
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, that's the one. Or maybe he'll say, "Whoa, what was that? I hear that noise, and it's coming from outside." And what will Toby or one of their crews will say?
It's the ghost engine.
Who is answering Thomas? It might be Toby.
Sorry.
Is it Toby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, Miss Kitty asked Splinter, if I was grounded, will I get fired from my library job? I wonder what I let Splinter answer. Well, let me think. Okay. Well, no, Miss Kitty. No, Miss Kitty. All right. Anyways, yeah. Let me just use Ghost Train theme version 2. Hold on. Let me just. Yeah. When Percy and his crew whispered at the Farquhar sheds approaching. Okay. Let me just get this out. Come on. Okay. Now let me just get the music. Okay. Cue the music. All right. Hit it, boys. Okay. As Percy blew his whistle, Okay, as Percy blew his whistle, little spookily. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Darn. Okay. All right, here go. All right, here. Oh, perfect. Okay. I don't. Oh. Oh, what was that? I heard that. I hear that noise. It's coming from outside. It's the ghost engine. Let me in. Let me in. No, no, not by the smoke of my chimney, chim. Then I'll chuff, and I'll puff, and I'll break your door now. Bill! Oh dear. It's getting late. It's getting late. I have no idea. Oh, I must find Annie and Clarabelle. Oh. That's why. What do you think of Thomas running away from Percy covered in lime looking like a ghost?
Because I think it's like, well, sometimes when you're doing a prank, you had to be masterful about it. And I think Percy did a great job pranking Thomas back.
Yeah, but my best friend Chris knew that Percy played a ghost prank on Thomas was mean. Very mean.
Oh,
And I agree with him.
I see.
That's why. Yep. Percy, Toby, and their crew laughed when they saw Thomas just running away to find. Hey. That's why. Okay, all right, Percy. Okay, Percy. Time for you to be washed. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Percy was soon cleaned. But Thomas never returned. Okay, the next morning, Thomas returned, pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Well, look who it is. Look who's here. Where have you been, Thomas? This lazy bones. Where have you been, Thomas Lazy Bones? Well, okay. Well, I knew you'd be sad about Percy, and I knew and I didn't like to intrude. I slept in the good shed, and before he could make any more excuses, his Percy's whistle was heard. Let me just get that whistle. Okay. Percy's whistle was heard. Try again. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Found it. Person. And. Oh! Followed by a ghostly whistle. Oh, sorry, I can't stop. Gotta see a coach about a train. And Thomas quickly shot off like a jackrabbit, pulling Annie and Clarabelle. I can't. He fell for that again. And also, I wonder. Yep. And I wonder what Annie and Clarabelle would think, or just saying to Thomas, one of them. Yeah. Percy was none the worse for his adventure, and was still enjoying himself enormously. He had heard everything. Well, what do you think? What do you know to think about that? Anyone that Toby, and about that Toby. Anyone would think, Percy, that our Thomas had just seen a ghost. And they all laughed.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder how Toby got an eerie voice with the word ghost.
Mm, I don't know. Maybe maybe it just came up in his mind, I think, and during this when he was telling the story about the ghost train.
Well, actually, Toby,
It's
in
just
the
my
end
guess.
of Ghost Train, saying anyone would think, chuckled Toby, that Thomas had just seen a ghost. That's why.
Mhm.
That's why. And I think Thomas was silly to imagine that Percy was really a ghost. Oh, wait a minute. The goat. Ma. Ooh. I'll call it the goatist. Goatist. Mo. Wow.
Okay, I have to admit that's really clever.
Yeah, that's why I observe the sound the same but different. Goat, ghost, ghost, goat. And I observe in season 8 episode Halloween, Thomas and Emily's faces and their eyes look bleeding because of the red light at the smelting shed.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
this like the inside. Yeah, the inside of the smelting shed kind of sounds eerie inside, I think.
well, the smelting shed is spooky, but it's just a work. Oh, Miss Kitty said, I don't
Yeah,
want to get fired from my library job. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like being
oh
fired.
my.
And I can't believe that I saw the ghost in the end of the season 8 episode Halloween when it lurked behind and hide.
Yeah, I got the exact reaction how that ghost was actually real in the end. That was just like in that episode when Duncan didn't believe Rusty's story about an engine that fall off the bridge many years ago,
Yeah,
which the Fireflies took.
After Peter Sam got blamed. It wasn't his fault. It's those troublesome trucks.
Yeah, I had to agree. It was the Trucks' idea.
Yeah. Well, I like season 5 episodes where Thomas, Percy, and the slip coaches because of James pulling the fuel tankers when they caught fire. I wish they'll be the troublesome fuel tankers. They'll push James, or what will they do when they got hot a leaky fuel and caught fire? What I wonder what they'll do when James saw.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Yeah,
I think I
since
remember now.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. The first time I remembered of James being out of character was the episode James has gone too far, which he has to get to the station in time, but he couldn't help Edward or the others because turns out I was on Salty's side when he couldn't help Edward, in which the the line Salty says, "No job is no important than another engine."
I see. Well, I like my favorite season
I
8
mean
episode of
Salty. I mean
Percy's.
sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Go on.
Oh wait, salty. I said salt. I meant to say salty, but I accidentally said rusty by mistake.
It's all right. Yeah, you're meant to say that. Salty is being friendly. He sounds like a pirate when because he likes to
Hmm.
work by the sea at Brendam Docks with Cranky, Porter, Carly, and Big Mickey.
Yeah.
Ahoy there, me hearties. Me hearties. I'm Salty. Ha ha. And
Hmm.
I remember my favorite season 6 episode of the Narrow Gauge Engines is Duncan.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's the episode when Duncan got himself into trouble numerous times with the sleigh carts. But when
Yeah,
he didn't
because
listen to Rusty,
it's because you see
he's like, "Those
when
sleigh carts will
Scarlowi, Rhaenyra, and
get."
Rusty were getting ready to help Duncan at the incline railway. They liked the clever way. They like working. They enjoyed and they like to enjoy working at the incline. And they like to see the loaded slate trucks
pulled down the incline, rolling down the incline hill, and the empty slate trucks pulled up the incline, but they were always careful. But except for Duncan, who didn't like working at the incline railway, he was always impatient to get back to the junction. That's why he wants to get back to the junction. This makes him careless and gets him into lots of trouble. That's why.
Yeah, and the karma the punishment he received from teasing Rusty got his chain tangled up with the sleigh cars. When Rusty's like, "I tried to warn him." He
Yeah,
never
and his driver
listens.
said
Says
he
driver.
never listens. He never listens. Yep. And I observed Duncan's whistle sounds like a girl, and his faces kind of look like a female girl when I was young. In the PBS Kids Thomas and Friends season 9, 10, 11, and 12 episodes.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because thought,
yep. Go on.
And the one line I would never forget from when Duncan pretty much fell into a bog he was like, "Glug, glug, glug on my boiler."
Yeah, a
Which he
bubble.
was meant
Alec Baldwin, glug, 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 he said. Bluggle my boiler.
Mhm.
And Michael Angelis, glug, 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 he said. Bluggle my boiler. He felt
Duncan
foolish and
felt
very wet.
foolish and very wet.
Yeah, I like that music.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I like Percy's chocolate crunch. My favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the episode when Percy crashed into a chocolate factory, I think.
Yeah. Oh no! Who did Percy? And splattered. That's how. Yuck! He groaned. I've never been this dirty. He was covered from funnel to firebox in sticky, gooey chocolate. Thomas is out of character when he teased Percy and when he thought Percy was very funny, covered in chocolate. You look good enough to eat. It's no laughing matter. It's no laughing.
Yeah, I have no words to describe what Thomas said, but that's definitely out of character for him.
He was supposed to feel sorry and care for Percy since both of them are best friends.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes best friends are meant to tease each other in a positive light just for goofs and gags, but this ain't a goof and gag.
I see, yeah. And I also remember Troublesome Engines, my favorite. It's the season 1 episode, Trouble in the Sheds. I need to hear Henry, Gordon, and James what they're saying to Edward rudely before he felt sad when the Fat Controller came to see him. Let me just find the video.
Well,
what they're saying, so I can listen. All right. Oh, I found the playlist. My playlist. Here goes nothing. Okay, a long time ago. Oh, I remember a long time ago. Oh, okay. Found the sprite. The adventure continues. Okay. Oh man. What video? Open up. Open. Okay, found it. Yep. All right. Video, open up, please. Video, open. Oh. Okay. All right, found that.
But that night in the shed, Gordon was still grumbling. You, Edward, are a disgrace to the tender engines. Shunting indeed. There's nothing wrong with shunting, Gordon. All trains need to have it done. Yes, but it's a job for common tank engines. You have black wheels.
Yes. Hey, what's wrong with black wheels? I have black wheels.
It's a saying, little James. It means Edward is not a proper tender engine.
Gordon, that was a bit rude, isn't it?
It's true, Henry. Edward shall be considered a tank engine. This made Edward upset.
What do you think of the part that night being rude to Edward?
Well, I had to admit that they were out of character because, I mean, Edward is a
Especially
proper
Henry.
steam engine, but
Yeah, Henry's out of character.
yeah,
He's just being
because
nice
Henry is supposed
and
to be like,
kind. To be like what?
well, I mean, it's like Henry's like the nicest engine you'll ever meet.
Yeah, sometimes he's a
That's
bit of a
like,
warrior.
yeah.
Oh, Miss Kitty said, Cursa, please come on out. Don't be a scaredy cat. I don't think Cursa is a scaredy cat. Well, yeah. Just, I don't like tease. I hate teasing. And here's another version to listen what they're saying in the CGI series. So, the CGI video, Troublesome Engines, made by the German of Sodor. And brought to you by Look. Brought to you by Look. All right. Come on, video. Open up. If you don't. Okay. All right, found the video. Now listen to it. Here it comes.
Later, after the day's work was done, Edward puffed to the sheds feeling rather pleased with his work. But Henry, Gordon and James did not look happy at all.
Good evening, you free. Everything all right?
No, everything is not all right.
Oh, why?
Well, Edward, you've been shunting our trains today, but you're a tender engine, and tender engines don't shunt.
That's just rubbish, Henry. Of course, tender engines shan't.
Of course you would think that. And if that's the case, I don't think you're a proper tender engine at all.
Not a proper tender engine, let me tell you.
Oh, be quiet and go to sleep.
But Edward felt quite hurt.
What do you think of another version?
It's good, but it has. I have pretty much have no words to say. So
Yeah, because what do you think of Gordon saying to Edward that he's not a proper engine?
because, well, I mean, that's kind of a bit hypocritical saying that. Well, they're saying he's the tender engine, but some tender engines have jobs too. So
Yeah, Henry, Gordon, and James thought they were too important to fetch their own train. Yeah, that's why. We get no rest. We get no rest. But the passengers, the coaches laughed. You're lazy and slack. You're lazy and slack. They caused the Falcon Controller a great deal of trouble.
Yep, as we can tell, both that Sir Topham Hatt / the Fat Controller was not happy, or in this case, crossed.
Yeah, I remember my favorite parts. James was on the turntable when the move puffed him round like a top. This move turning much too easily. And after turning much too easily, and he couldn't stop. And he stopped. It started to spin slowly and then stopped, which made James dizzy and stopped, and his eyes stopped. What do you think of James spinning on the turntable like a top?
Yeah, at first I thought it's almost relatable when someone goes on their first roller coaster ride, but gone into a wrong fashion, because like it never ends. But well, I do feel bad for James being on the turntable, but at least he won't have to. At least he won't have to be on that thing for some time.
Yeah, I like the turntable theme of spinning fast like a top to James is What do you think of the theme of the turntable spinning fast to James?
I thought it was really catchy.
Yeah, I like the turntable theme. And I remember the turntable theme in Off the Rails when Gordon was on the turntable, and he said, "I'll show him. I'll show them. I'll show them." He moved slowly forward to jam the table, but he couldn't stop himself and slithered into a muddy pond ditch when he settled into it. "Oh, get me out! Get me out!" "Not a hope. You're stuck, you silly great engine. Don't you understand that?" Well, well, that's strange. I kind of feel bad for Gordon.
Yeah, that's accidentally going into a mud is really, really embarrassing.
Yeah, and also here's the version before the version 1 of model whole episode, the model version of the season 1 episode Troublesome Engines, of the Fat Controller scolding Henry Gordon and James for being rude at Edward, saying he has black wheels. Now let's listen to another version of the Fat Controller scolding Henry Gordon and James for being rude at Edward by saying he's not a proper tender engine.
The next morning, when Henry Gordon and James woke up, they realized their crew hadn't come yet.
Wait, where are our crews? Our trains are due out soon. Well, Gordon, I can answer that. They are not coming.
What?
I've heard that you've been extremely rude to Edward, saying he's not a real tender engine because he shuns at your trains. And I can't have that sort of attitude on my railway. So as a punishment, you three are being shut up until further notice. What? Enough! Now, if you excuse me, I must speak to Thomas, Edward, and Percy.
What do you think of version 2 after version 1?
I think that the version 2 kind of made it well. Kind of made made Sir Topham Hatt / the Fat Controller pretty much well. Make him really stern and serious.
Yeah, I like the funny part. What? Enough! That's why. I wonder what one of them will say or ask. "Oh, hello." "Oh, aw." Let me hug you, Miss Kitty. Yeah. Hug Miss Kitty back. Yeah, there, Miss Kitty. Hug. Big hug. Okay. Well, I wonder what one of the engines, Henry Gordon and James, will ask. "Who's Percy? Who's Percy?" When it was yesterday Percy's first day on Sodor.
Well, I haven't watched the episode when Percy came to Sodor, but I would say that
I did.
It's kind of foggy to me.
Yeah, now listen to the version 1 before the version 2. But we're already listen to this.
Gordon, Henry, and James were waiting for their drivers and firemen. The Fat Controller arrived. "Where are our drivers and firemen?" asked Gordon. "Your drivers and firemen are not coming," said the Fat Controller. "But, sir, why are they not coming? You three were rude to Edward by saying tender engines don't shunt and saying he has black wheels," said the Fat Controller. "You three will stay in the shed until further notice." "But, sir, my mind is made up." The Fat Controller turned, then walked over to Thomas, Edward, and Percy, leaving Gordon, Henry, and James with a lot to think about.
So, what do you think of the version 2? Version 1?
I think it's good.
Yeah, Henry Gordon and James were cold, lonely, and miserable. They wish now they hadn't been so silly, and they were being shut up for several days as punishment.
Yeah, that's kind of
cold?
brutal.
Cold? I'm not sure if they are cold or maybe they are. If they were cold.
I mean, it was. Well, I meant to. Well, I meant to say. Well, that's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Kitty said. Lily Loud said, "Kitty."
Yeah, she said that in the season 2 episode Potty Mouth when she saw Cliff the cat, the kitty cat, Kitty, when she didn't pay attention and heard didn't pay attention and listen to Lola driving her car and broke it into the tree, and she almost cursed, saying, "Dad, well, it's just that's Kitty." And Lola's twin sister Lana said, "She didn't, and she didn't hear you say it, Lola. Guess you'll have to do it again." And Lola growled angrily, and then the white air thing. Well, I'm so surprised. And I remember that when Henry who was about to wish at Edward, but Percy he wished him at Henry big. Shh! Take that! Ah! Which made Henry jumped and ran back to Tidmouth Sheds. It's retreat!
Oh.
Retreat! Retreat!
My goodness.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I remember Henry's boiler problem. And well, in Thomas and the Guard, but about a problem about his boiler problem, but Thomas didn't care. He's saying, "Rubbish! You're too fat and slow. You need exercise." What do you think of him saying that to Henry?
I think that's kind of out of place for Thomas to say that, cause Henry's pretty much almost like an express engine like Gordon, cause both diesels and steam engines cannot get weight because that's impossible. It's because both steam locomotives and diesels are made of metal. So
Yeah, I wish someone or somebody will just say to Thomas, saying, "Thomas, that wasn't nice. Apologize to Henry this instant." And Thomas will say, I wonder what Thomas will say. "No, I don't care." Or maybe he'll say, "Sorry, Henry. It's okay. It's all right, Thomas. You are forgiven. You're forgiven."
I think Thomas would actually say sorry because some friends are not supposed to say that. So
Yeah, and even the season 1 episode is Cole, Jane, I suffered dreadfully and no one cares. Rubbish, Henry. Oh, rubbish, Henry. That's ridiculous. You don't work that hard enough. You don't even work that hard enough. James puffed crossly away. What do you think of James saying that to Henry?
I think that would be harsh. So
Or yeah, might be rude, and someone will have to stop and scold and say severely to James, or and somebody will keep Henry company and comfort him and telling him to ignore and don't listen to James.
yeah,
And
everyone has to listen.
Yeah, I remember the Flying Kipper.
The Flying Kipper. That was the one when Henry crashed and at least I'm grateful that the drivers the people that were inside the carriages escaped just in time.
Yeah, the brake van. It's the brake van. That's why. The Kippers do. Who cares? This is good cocoa. Come on, fireman. Back to our engine. They got out just in time. I wonder who the engine was. I don't see who that engine was. Because the director should have get who that engine was. Maybe James.
Because
or Edward.
Well, I mean, I think James would probably be the Flying Kipper because, I don't know. It's just me. But
yeah, I like the flying Kipper theme. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds kind of like the Ghost Train theme.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
Yeah, and
sounds spooky and it's catchy. It's catchy, and I can't believe, yeah. And Henry, he's what do you? And Henry Henry was sent to the cruise to be repaired, to be in his new shape. Everybody him, welcomed him home, welcome home, Tim, welcome home. And Henry thanked them so much when he whistled, when he's having his new whistle. Okay, let me just thank you, Miss Kitty. And let me just let Splinter or into that. Splinter. Oops. Tomato Yoshi. Tomato Yoshi. Yeah, that's why a lot of school children go by when they often see Henry pull by and pulled by the express and pull the express by. He does it so well that Gordon was jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think something came across my mind. You remember that troublesome truck character leader named Scruffy?
Yeah, season 4 or episode. He and the other troublesome trucks sing rude and loud about Oliver after about his incident at the turntable when Duck saw him.
Yep. That was the song like Oliver thinks he's using them all, thinks
Yeah,
he's better than us.
I like
That's the best
Michelangelo's
joke
better.
ever.
Yeah, Michelangelo's. I like Michelangelo's better. All of us no use until thinks he's very clever. Thinks that he could manage us. That's the best joke ever. When the yacht is all about the greatest folly, we just push him down,
push him down the well.
Pop goes out
goes a Wally.
That Thomas, Percy, and Duck whistled crossly. Be quiet. They loud. Yeah. But they weren't. But everywhere they weren't, the trucks began again. All of us no use at all. Thinks he's very clever. Says that he can manage us. Thinks that he can manage us. That's the best joke ever. At last, the engines gave up. We're sorry, Oliver. Sorry, Oliver. It's really my fault.
It's really my fault.
And Toad felt sorry for Oliver too. I remember the part. Oliver started to pull Scruffy on the troublesome trucks. Oh, I don't like this. And what did Duck do after? Duck? Yeah,
I'm
Duck,
coming apart.
Go on, Oliver. Well done, boy. Well done. Oh, I'm coming apart. And he was. Then there was trouble. Well, Oliver. So you don't know your own strength. Is that it? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. The Fat Controller inspected Scruffy. As I thought. Rotten wood, rusty frame. Maybe if we put yourself together, you'll lend yourself a better name. Lend yourself a better name. That's right. The troublesome trucks warned each other. Had warned.
Oh,
Take care.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go.
Okay.
Hold on.
Thank you, Miss Kitty. All right. Now, 8 some fruit. And there. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Bleh. 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 There's There's a little algae and worms left if anyone wants it. Anybody? Anybody? No thanks. I'm good. All yours. Well, I guess no one left the room for cake. Whoa, it is it is a cake made of algae and worms and worms and worms. What's the frosting? What's the frosting made out of? You don't want to know. Happy mutation day. Happy mutation day. Happy mutation day. Ah, yes. 15 years ago, our journeyed lives, and we became the likeliest of family. And we became likeliest family. And we became the unlikeliest of family. Oh, hello, Black Rose.
Hello.
How is it going?
I'm doing good, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really something. Yep. Okay. Yes, and so Sensei, isn't that just no? Yes, and no. Wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from making the mistakes. Aha! In order to do the wisdom, so we can make some mistake, and we can make the mistakes, and we can make some mistakes, so we can go no, and yes, no. Ow. Oh. Miss Kitty said, I like library jobs. Well,
Oh my god.
I never do library jobs before. That was really strange. Oh, hey, Black Rose, I observed the same words but different were ghost and goat. I'll mix those words up as a goatist. I have to make sure that I remember the part. It's okay, here goes nothing. All right, come on. You are going to need a leader. Can I be the leader? Why should can I be the leader? Why should you be the leader? I kicked your butt. I should be the leader. Hey, guys should be smart enough all put together. It should be me. No way. It should be me. I don't really have a reason. I just think it'll be me. This is a difficult decision. I will meditate on it. It's Leonardo. It's Leonardo. No hard feelings, Raph. Just stick it in your let's just stick it in your shell. Oh, it's all right, white, adorable, and sweet frog / Princess Nana. Oh, I promise. Yeah, promise, sir. Yeah, promise. Yeah, promise. Okay. And I know, I have a joke. What is the sheep's favorite food?
I don't know.
Banana. I know.
Voila.
Oh, what is
going on?
Okay, well, just to make sure that we're going this one. Oh, when I just long time ago on that. So I wonder long. I don't know. Just the only way. Okay, finding that strange sound. What sound? I don't know. Okay, here it is. Hello, Black Rose, said Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Yeah. Okay, next engine who blew a whistle. But it was no use. A long time ago, not. Hello, Black Rose, said Edward.
Oh, my throat. That hurts.
Okay. Hello, Black Rose, said Henry.
Hello,
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I got kicked out or something.
Oh, I see. Hello, Black Rose, said Gordon.
Hello, Dorian.
Then, okay. Hello, Black Rose, said James.
Hello, James.
Okay. Hello, Black Rose, said Percy.
Hello.
Then another engine who has a bell, not a whistle. Oh. Hello, Black Rose, said Toby.
Hello.
And last but not least, another engine who is a member of the Steam team. Okay, here goes nothing. All right. Hello, Black Rose, said Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Okay, and so this one. All right, check it out, Black Rose. I got Thomas.
Ooh.
Yeah, his back with a red line.
Cool.
And even his underneath.
Cool.
Yep. All right, how does his face look?
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he looks cute and handsome.
Yeah.
And also adorable, too.
Mm-hmm.
I got Edward.
Edward.
Yep.
Cool.
And how does his face look?
Cute.
Yeah, I observe his face looks like an important female. When I was young, I don't understand how those faces look, different genders of those perfect gender locomotives.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna go because I'm helping my mom to
Oh.
keep in the hospital. So yeah.
Okay, all right. I hope your mom will be all right.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go. So yeah.
All right. Bye. Have a great time.
You too.
Thanks. That was just only the way it has to go.
Hey guys, I need to finish the live stream right now.
All right. Okay.
So thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And then you're going to leave in the comments below on my videos. And then you're going to click the bell icon. So anybody else wanted to say something before I end it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, have a great time, everybody. Hope
That's
you'll
all,
have
folks.
Yep. And hopefully you'll be positive, not to be negative. Don't worry. And don't give up. Just use your determination, no matter what.
Yeah. Baxter, you want to say something before I end the stream?
No thanks.
Okay. So this is Sylvana signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye, everybody. Have a great
Bye.
time. See you next time.
See you later, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.